Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. It's Monday, May 22nd. Again, I hit 1,000 subscribers on Sunday. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for your support on this. I want to do a reading that some other intuitives have done recently, and that's in regards to, is Vladimir Putin still alive or not? And you know the channels, Cash Peters can't seem to get a read on if the fellow's passed on or not. Was it Dave Johnson? Other people have tried to determine if Putin's alive or unalive, as the case may be. So I watched there's an argument for Putin being dead. Sorry if this gets a little conspiracy theorist here, but that he allegedly has body doubles, and they go out and they go to public events and so on and so forth, and that Putin's either dead or he's so critically ill that it's only body doubles that are out doing public engagements. And the theory is that, Putin, if Putin's dead or something, that they might execute one of these body doubles to make it seem like Putin's been assassinated. That sort of thing. And, part of it I find really intriguing, and the other part is like, this is really on the edge of conspiracy theory stuff. So Lord knows what's real or not. Anyway, I went back to, I think it was on Cinco de Mayo, I put up a video on the drone attack that was on the Kremlin. And I was watching the spread and my interpretation of it. And what I remember saying was that the oligarchs were probably behind this, which is true. But I was watching that spread. If I were reviewing it as, is Putin dead, and that this thing's a false flag getting ready to assassinate a Putin lookalike, I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. The cards would have been very similar. And I never asked flat out if Putin was dead. And this is all just this giant conspiracy that's going on in the background. Now, again, that's a whole lot of work. And, well, maybe, in a secretive authoritarian government that could happen, or at least it leads to a lot of rumors. But you can see the other side of it, right? Like the fake Joe Biden that's in the White House type of thing, and that he really died, and that they have a body double in there, and you get all sorts of wackadoodle type theories. So I'm a little concerned and a little reluctant to go diving down this rabbit hole, but it's for entertainment purposes only, so why not? Let's do it. As a trigger warning for the folks 3 minutes into this is not a MAGA-friendly channel. So if you think Vladimir Putin should be the next president of the United States, and the hell with the Constitution because it wouldn't allow that, then go on. There's 12 packs of Bud Light I think I saw down at the local drive-in that you need to go take out, okay? You don't need to be here. For entertainment purposes only and all that. No 12 packs of Bud Light were harmed in the making of this video. Okay, so Spirit, Vladimir Putin. What can you tell me about Vladimir Putin? Is he alive or dead? What's going on with Vlad? Here we go. He's moving from choppy waters to calmer shores. That's a leaving card. Does that mean he's already left? Now the question as I move my computer back. Do I want to do I was going to do a 4-carder on this one. I was just asking, is he alive or dead? So we got the World card, end of a cycle. There's the Strength card again. This one came up in the last reading. The Mastery card and the Evaluation card. And then the High Priestess. That also came up in that last reading too. Okay, so what's that saying? Well, if he's not dead, he's probably, if he's alive, he's not making waves and could be getting ready to transition. If he's dead, then he's transitioning over. In the center underneath it, we have the Strength card. Now, my previous reading, so you've got the Six of Swords moving away. Previous reading, I had this, Vladimir Putin, his whole rule is about projecting strength. And if you're not out in public, if you're not out there projecting strength, then you're irrelevant and you need to go. On the one hand, you have the World card, which is the complete cycle. This is the cycle beginning and ending and bringing it all the way around, which suggests that he's done. And then you have the evaluation card. This could be, if you're in a life review, you sit back and you're evaluating your entire life from beginning to end and looking at what you did well and things that you could have done better after you've transitioned. The High Priestess would be the wisdom that you pick up on it. So, not a surprise. Okay, so if he were dead, then this would say, he's transitioned on. He had to look, life review, looking at his strengths and weaknesses through that whole process, and what wisdom did he pick up along the way. If he's alive, and let's say not well, then again, he's not well and he's going to be less well as time goes on. He's just not capable because he doesn't project strength anymore. So his reign has ended, and now there's an evaluation going on as to who's going to be the next person, and you better choose wisely. Maybe, I don't know if women help make those choices over there, but that's that. So that's kind of the non-answer that I've got for that. Now I'm just going to throw in the situation, okay? What is the current situation with the leadership in Russia? So I'm not going to know if he's alive or dead. Even on that last reading, I wouldn't have been able to tell. Short of the death card and the Ten of Swords and something like that. That would be helpful. Hey, Spirit, throw a death card and a Ten of Swords in there if Vladimir's already passed on. For entertainment purposes only. It's also for information purposes too, but entertainment purposes only. What's the current situation with the government in Russia? We got Temperance. Wants to pop out here. So Temperance, there's an integration. It's a new day. I'm going to just leave that one down there. I'm going to leave that one down there as it popped out. And then I'll just throw a cross on that one. I can actually throw two signifiers. I'm going to throw two signifiers. I'm wanting to do that. So first signifier is Temperance. It's incorporation. So that actually tells me that they're already plotting regime change. And what else is going to be the other? Oh, God, this one came up in that last reading too. This was the outcome card. This is being stuck in a situation. Okay, so if Putin were dead, what you've got is a situation that you need to come up with a new leader of the country, and you're stuck and you cannot move on until you've done that. Because the way these authoritarian governments work, you can't just have the leader die, which is why when they die, you don't hear about it for weeks. Because there's people in the background doing the backroom deals. The Three of Coins came up in the last reading. Doing the backroom deals, figuring out, carving up the country and who's going to be in power. And you're going to have your major players are going to be involved in this. You're going to have the military. You're going to have the intelligence agencies, and you're going to have the second in command to Putin and the most powerful oligarchs. So you're going to have the wealthy elites because you're going to need their support. They're like the lords. You're going to need the Inquisitor, the intelligence agencies, and you're going to need the generals because you're going to need the military to hold on to it. So they're stuck, and they're trying to figure out a plan to unstick themselves. What's going to cross that? I'm going to go in the camp to say Putin's dead. I don't want to jump into the conspiracy camp. I don't want to put on my tinfoil hat, but I did throw out the spirit. Now, a Ten of Swords or a death card or something like that would be good, and there it is, and it's the crossing card too. So Putin's at an end, and they're trying to figure out who the replacement's going to be. Maybe Putin could be terribly, terribly ill. But if you think about it, it makes sense. That whole drone thing that blew up above the Kremlin, it didn't do any damage. It blew up a flag. It didn't look like it was going to be something that was going to assassinate anyone. It wasn't in the right position. But it was really, really obvious. And they made a big deal out of it. And you think about it, Russia doesn't normally make a big deal out of things, because if a drone got that close, it means that their defense systems didn't work. And they don't exactly want to advertise that. It also means their intelligence agencies didn't work because somebody got that close. And they don't want to advertise that either. And they don't want to advertise it got close to Putin. So the only reason why you do that is to prep the people in your country for something. Now, the thoughts at the time was it's a false flag, and maybe he was trying to be assassinated by the oligarchs, and that's kind of where I left with it. But the other thing is, if you're planting the seed in people's minds that people are out to assassinate Putin, or that you're getting ready to assassinate Putin, they've prepped the field with this exploding drone. Look, somebody's trying to get him. Oh, they got him. He fell off a balcony, a first floor balcony, and fell to his death. Okay, what's in the past? The planning. That was in the past. Okay, all right, this isn't working out for us. We need replacements. We need a new plan. We need something different. Definitely the planning stages. And that's in the past, which means we're either in the final stages or the implementation stages. I can speak real good. Current situation, happiness, the happy family, the celebration. I think they've come up with their plan. I think they've come up with their plan for the replacement of the head of their government. Because this isn't happy days, everything's going great, it's the Soviet Union again and Putin's vision of Russia. This is, hooray, we're ding dong. It literally is ding dong, the witch is dead. Here's your rainbow, Dorothy. You can go back to Kansas now. Overarching energy. It's the Four of Coins. This is about people wanting to hold on to what they have. Now, again, as I was explaining earlier, if you are going to assassinate, let's say he's already dead, and you've had a body double out there, the generals, the head of the spy agencies, and the current military, the current political powers, and the most powerful oligarchs, they're all going to get together and try and come up with a plan. And believe me, you have a bunch of sharks in here. They are all concerned about their best interest. Yeah, the country is important, kind of, sort of, because a stable country helps them with their best interests. But trust me, they have to worry about their best interest, because the oligarchs don't want to give up their wealth to the military, and the military doesn't give up their power to the intelligence agencies, who certainly don't want to give it to the politicians, and the politicians don't want to give too much of their power to the oligarchs, because that's what got them in this mess in the first place. So you can see why it takes a while to come up with a plan, and until then you're stuck, even though it's time to move on. So you plan, you plot, and you scheme. You come up with a plan that helps you hold on to everything that you've got. Liking it so far? Lesson to be learned. Ace of Swords. Got to come up with a good story, then put him to the sword. So it's basically, they had to come up with their justification. They have to come up with the plan, and this is they came up with an agreement, and now they're putting it to the sword. Putin, or Putin's body double, as the case may be, is not long for this world. It's a very short world. Outcome. Justice. Okay. The outcome is going to be, you're going to take that Ace of Swords, and you're going to put it to use. Now, I've always wondered about the person who ends up doing the assassination, because usually assassins don't survive very long. They usually get killed, or if they get captured, they're usually murdered right afterwards, because dead men tell no tales. So whoever's going to hold the Ace of Swords could be somebody who bears a grudge against Putin, or it's somebody who's a dead man walking anyways. So it's either somebody who's a dead man walking, and this is going to be their last act, kind of like Johnny, was it Frank Pentangeli from The Godfather? Killed himself, basically killed himself at the end to protect the family. Or this could be somebody who's like, you know what, my life has no meaning, and this is going to give my life meaning. And I believe I heard that the other day from another one of the readers on that one. Outcome, hermit. Underneath all of this is looking for that path forward. Looking for that path forward. I'm going to throw I'm going to throw some clarifiers on the Justice card, and I'll mix these up a little bit. And Spirit, could you tell me just a bit about the Justice card? If this is like the Assassin, is this their motivation? Is this just justice that Putin has, his time's run out and now it's time for a change? What do we got going on in the Justice card here? A little bit of clarifying. All right. Backroom dealings. So Justice card, yeah, this is going to be, whoever it is, there's backroom agreements, backroom dealings, take care of my family. Again, I forgot who it was. Was it, I just watched it yesterday. It must have been Sterling or somebody that talked about that. What do I have underneath it? The Lover's card. Again, an agreement. This is, take care of I'll do what you say. Take care of me. Take care of my family. Because I'm going away and coming forward with that message. In that agreement. So this is somebody who is willing to go away. They're okay with the agreement. Backroom deals made, take care of my family, and I'm okay with this. Man, I don't want, if Putin does have body doubles, I don't want to be any of his body doubles. If Putin is still alive, he's not going to be alive for very much longer. Whoever looks like Vladimir Putin, if not Vladimir Putin himself, is in charge of that country, this is going to happen, and it's going to happen very soon. How soon? Let's see. Can you give me a clue? I'm going to pull one card, and we'll see if we can figure out when this happens just based on that card. Last thing here. It's getting to be a long video. You want to stay on top. Okay. Top and bottom, actually. Okay, so we have a 10. A burden, 10 wands, and then on the bottom is the Emperor. Okay, so what's 10 months from now? No, that's not going to give me to my 4. Man, I would have had it in June myself if I was guessing. I mean, the 10 could be September. That seems like an awful long time for me. I would have had this in June. That could be 10 days, 10 weeks. Even 10 weeks seems like a long time. The vibe I was getting is that it's going to be sooner than that. This just could be that they want to put a new emperor in, and it's too much. It's too much to bear at this point. They need to do it. I think it's going to happen soon. I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess early June. No more than 10 weeks from now, and I'm going to more say it's more like 2 weeks from now. Or that 10 and that 4 could be 14 days. How about that? We'll go 14 days. So what's that? That makes it May 36th would be June 5th. Right, but a day before D-Day. So June 5th. That's going to be my prediction. The over/under. Put my $20 on that square in the Super Bowl pool, and like June 5th is really going to be the day. But hey, throw it out there and see what happens. Okay. So thank you for spending the last 20 minutes of your life with me. That's my reading on Vladimir Putin. I'm not sure if he's alive or not. My guess is that if he is alive, he won't be for long. And if he's dead, one of his body doubles is not going to be alive for very long. And I feel really badly for that person and their family. But that's the risk you took when you took the job. You knew that was a possibility. You just probably didn't expect it was going to be your own government doing it. Entertainment purposes only. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a great day. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.